Hi, it's Jackie from Hardcore Gorgeous. I'm going to show you today how to fill a mixing syringe with 1 milliliter of bacteriostatic water. Okay? So, mixing syringes come all different looks. Okay? This one comes in a little plastic holder. You just take off the end, pull it out, crank the cap on, keeps the needles tight. Okay, this, you took it out of the wrapper, crank that cap to get that needle tight or else it's going to fall off. Okay, your water is going to have a cap, so you want to pull that off. Your product that you're mixing has a cap. It's going to pull that off. Sometimes you have to twist it, it's a little stuck, but anyway. So right then, get your alcohol swab, take that out, clean the top of your water. Remember, this is just colored water so you can see it. And the top of your product that you're mixing. Okay. So after you've got that needle tight, you're going to insert it into the product vial. So terzepatide, for instance. Okay? Okay. You stick the needle right in the center, and you're gonna pull out air. You're gonna pull out at least 1 milliliter of air because that's what you want. But I like to go past the number a little bit, give it some time to fill up. You're removing the air from the vial to make room for the water. Even though it's invisible, you can't see it, you have to make room, okay? This makes it much easier. Okay, so you've pulled the air out of the little terzepatide. Now I'm going to push it into my water. Okay? That makes it pressurized so it's easier to pull out. Okay, then you're going to tip it over. Okay? Sometimes it's going to start without you. What you want to do then is go past the number that you're wanting. So in this case, I'm going past the 1. Okay? And that way, when I'm done, I'm going to push then the liquid back into the vial, and that's to get rid of any air bubbles that get stuck at the top. If you have any air bubbles at the side, just tap it. Okay? Okay, so this is filled to the 1. Very hard to see, but there it is. Okay, then you're going to tip that over, and you want the little tip of the needle to be in the air, so hopefully it won't spray liquid all over. Okay, so there is your 1 milliliter of water that you're next going to put into the little vial. Okay, there. So you just slowly push it in. You want to put it off to the side, or just, try to go slowly so it doesn't get a lot of bubbles. Okay, so now that's mixed. Just take the needle out. Put the cap back on. You can save the needle for another time if you want. You don't want to use it too many times, but okay. So that's your mixed vial. Okay? So that is the 1 milliliter. Got it. It's all done. Okay? Let's fill a syringe, shall we? Okay, so you would have gotten a link to the written directions. This is all of them. If you print off the first page, it's going to look like this, okay? We explain here that the milligram of your medicine dose, or what's in the total vial, is very different than the milliliter of liquid, okay? So this is the medicine, and this is the water. Medicine has a milligram, and the liquid has milliliter. Okay, so the milliliter just says how much liquid you're putting into your syringe. It's not the dose. It can change all the different ways. Okay, so if you see here, this says the dose and the milligram that you're starting. The starting dose is 2.5 for terzepatide. So you're not going to fill it with 25 units of liquid. You're going to go over here and you're going to see units and lines fill to your syringe. Okay, so this one is between 16 and 17. Just in between there. If you want to make it a little bigger, put it at 17. You want to make it a teeny bit smaller, put it at 16. It's probably maybe a little bit easier. Okay, and then the outside says the weeks that you're going to use that dose at the minimum. Okay? Okay, so really it's very important that you understand the difference between the dose size, which is milligrams, and the units that you're filling in your injection syringe. Okay? Okay, so let's see if we can show you on here. Here's all the lines. Okay, you want to take off the bottom of the syringe. I'll show you. Okay, so there's 10. So if your dose is 5, you're going to go right in between the 2, 4, and 6. So right in between the 4 and the 6. They're each 2 ticks. 2, 4, 6. So you go right in between there. Today we're doing 16. So it's, you start at the 10 and then you go more lines. 10, then 12, 14, 16. So it'd be 3 lines above the 10, and that's 16. So that's what I'm going to fill it to, okay? Okay, so every single time you dose, you fill up your thing, your syringe, you've got to have to clean the top of the swab. You can use the same swab to clean your tummy or your arms or wherever you're going to inject it. Okay, so I'm looking on here. I'm seeing I'm starting at the first dose. That's 2.5, and I'm going to fill it to between 16 and 17. I personally am going to fill it to 16. Okay, so using our same rules before we take out liquid, we have to push the air in. Okay, so I'm just going to draw the syringe back to whatever number that's way bigger than what I'm looking for. I pulled it back halfway. Fill it with air, give it a little bit of time. Okay, stick that in the center of your vial, push that in. To mix, just to distribute it, you want to like move it around a little bit. Okay, now, going to fill this. You can see it like dripping. I like to pull it back further than the number I'm going to so I can get rid of that air bubble. Okay, so I see I've got 20 in there now. You see? Okay, another good trick is, see when I turn it and you can see the gap, you can see the needle right in there. So if your bottle's getting empty, you just tip it upside down and you pull this little needle as far as you can without it coming out. Keep trying it until you get every last drop. But okay, we're not doing that right now. So now we're going to 20, and 2 lines would be 4 units. So I'm going to go down to the 16 line. 10, 12, 16, that's 3 lines. Above 10, that's 16, and that's my dose. Turn it again sideways so that needle is outside of the vial, and then it shouldn't spew, okay? You're just going to fill one of these at a time. If it's cold still, you can stick it in your cleavage for the warmer. That's how I do it. Okay, and that's it. Store your peptide in the refrigerator. You can put your leftover water in the freezer or the refrigerator. And that's it. Thank you so much. I'll make more videos to hopefully make it understood. Okay, 16. Yeah, pretty good.